While Glenn, there were also continued attacks overnight in Kyiv. The city is still under a curfew, and officials say that some towns in Ukraine are so destroyed that people there are running out of food and other resources to stay alive. New footage from Mariupol, Ukraine shows the intense conflict across the ravaged city. Ukrainian forces joined by a far-right paramilitary group used tanks to fire on the Russian military as they continued their fight to hold on to the embattled area, where numerous casualties have been reported. This 95-year-old woman tearfully described the toll of the war, how she survived the Soviet-era famine, the Second World War, and even witnessed the persecution of communist rule, but says she's never experienced anything as heartbreaking as this Russian invasion.
Ukrainian people are enduring a living hell.
The UN Secretary General saying today tens of millions of Ukrainians have been forced from their homes. He called for an immediate end to the conflict.
This war is unwinnable. Sooner or later it will have to move from the battlefield to the peace table. And that is inevitable. The only question is how many more lives must be lost.
As Russian forces stepped up their bombing, shelling, and attacks across Ukraine, protesters in Syria voiced their support of Putin's-led invasion. The UN Refugee Agency confirming that nearly 3.6 million people have fled Ukraine since the start of the war.
The situation is not going to improve anytime soon, unfortunately. And even when the war ends, people that have had to leave their homes will need all our help and support, because the situation back home won't change overnight.
Ukraine President Vladimir Zelensky told lawmakers today his country is struggling to survive and pushed for more sanctions in his address to the Italian parliament that drew a standing ovation. The White House saying today Russia is reeling from the sanctions already imposed.
What we have achieved with our European partners in terms of financial sanctions, export controls, and other measures to hit the Russian economy hard have had unprecedented impact on a large economy at a scale we have never seen before.
President Biden has warned business leaders here in the U.S. to brace for the possibility of a Russian cyber attack as a result of these sanctions. That's the latest in the news center. I'm Kareen Wynter. We'll send it back to you now in the studio.